What's up YouTube, redbeardsgarage, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be getting back on the 670cc Yerfdog build. So we're working on the 670 finally. I've had a ton of parts for this thing just sitting on the shelf, so today we're finally putting them all on. We got a 3-inch lift kit, new A-arms, new upgraded knuckles with the disc brake adapter on it. We also have some new spindles, or some new hubs with some Go Power Sports brakes on them. So today we should have it, really, we should be able to mock up the front brakes. We might have to unhook the rear brakes at first because we don't have no hard brake line to run up to the front. But we have a ton of parts. We got some bulkhead reinforcements for this whole A-arm box up here. So this front end should be 100 times better. When I flipped this 670, which unfortunately I didn't get on camera, but the ball joint busted on this side. So, I mean, this whole thing's worn out. You can see the ball joint busting out of the bottom there. And this side's just as bad. I mean, so the front end was really weak. Those tiny little shocks, I mean, we're upgrading to 150cc shocks for the front. I mean, that's going to be a huge upgrade. Well, it'll be like a 3-inch. This is hopefully how high the front end will ride right here, because that is level. So that looks pretty insane. Brandon's prepping the A-arms. I'm going to go ahead and pull the whole wheel hubs off real quick. I'm going to take off these old ball joints, and these things are slap out, yeah. Come on, baby. Oh, goodness. Oh. These knuckles are decently thick. I mean, they're not, you know, I would expect them to be
they're pretty, they look pretty good, but if you compare them to the new ones,
yeah,
they look penny.
Well, let me. Does that work?
No. The gap in between the snap ring ain't wide enough to get them into.
Ooh, almost got that.
Do you have no bushings for the bottom?
I should have new everything, yeah. We don't want to take the bottom ones off.
Well, you ain't got no bushings put in here? Let's see, look at the
slop on it. They have them. It's metal bushing.
I still gotta get my shock. I'm about to put the 14 on that impact and hand it here.
Keep those shock bolts.
Okay.
No, sorry. Here, turn it like that. Yeah. So the steering, we're trying to take the steering rack off, and it has bolts with nuts on them, and it's almost impossible to get. Give me that 13. Was it a 13? Did you try it over there?
Yeah, it's a 13.
Trying to figure out a way. I have some stubbies. I do. Well, let's go see what. We are in luck, I believe. Bam, little cobalt stubby. I think you got me these for Christmas one year.
I think so.
Maybe. Never have used them.
I use mine all the time.
Yeah, it's like there's nowheres to put your hands in there. bring it up here and let's compare the new versus the old. So look at the difference between these new knuckles with the disc brake mount. So a normal 150cc disc brake kit will bolt up, and Go Power Sports sells a 3-piece brake kit. Comes with disc for the front, calipers, and a disc for the rear and a caliper, which is super cheap. $150 for a 3-piece hydraulic disc brake kit with disc is pretty cheap.
Yeah, that's
so
a good deal.
Look at the difference side to side. So you can see they put a longer 5/8 bolt in there, so they could have even more bracing. I mean, they put that little
like 2 pieces of plate.
Yeah, instead of the 1C channel or C, shape. And then the bend right here is higher, and also has this big thick piece of steel welded over it. So, pretty sweet setup there, and that should really make a difference. And then we have the lift kit comes with the tie rod, length spacers to lengthen those so they'll bolt up right. The only difference between this rack is they basically, you can actually see it, they basically
cut more teeth.
Yeah, cut more, it looks like 5 more teeth in it on each side. So now you have, instead of the steering stopping there, you have that much more steering. I mean, you have just a ton of steering now. So that's going to make a massive difference, because you really could see that you needed that when riding this 670 anywheres. I think we talked about it a few times in videos. You could see us getting a bind where we had to
push it backwards.
No reverse, yeah. And we have a starter off 420. We need to try to make the reverse when we do the new rear section that we're not talking about right now. So I guess bolt this up first and then put the arms on, you think?
Yeah, we'll get that bolted on there first. You use the same old bolts, or you got new bolts? Where's these bolts for?
Yeah, shocks a bit.
Yeah, I bet that.
That's the only problem with these kits is they came with no instructions whatsoever. So you don't know. Those are bolt to the, and then these came with.
I bet they do
for
these.
Those kick the shocks.
Yeah, I bet these bolts are for them, because it's a. Let's say it is. That's what they're for. What's these for? Spacers for the wheels.
I bet it is, because I think it did come with the knuckles. So we'll bolt this. Let's see what those bolts was. Was it these right here? So yeah, we're upgrading to new bolts because these just. I mean, we don't really have to, but you have them. Let's do them.
It'll be okay.
So our boots, when we got this upgraded steering rack in the mail, our boots was busted, which, I mean, it just sucks because I don't want to get mud and jump in that gearbox. Taking these off and putting these on might be a, no, that's right,
Does
we can
this
unthread it.
come off?
Yeah, we can unthread it right here.
Okay.
And we're going to try some 150 boots from Go Power Sports.
I think that'll work.
Now, I think like this. Need to thread these on, and then these just tighten all the way down to that gearbox, and you adjust your alignment with this end. I guess this caddy won't.
They tighten in there, hitting tight.
Oh, goodness. That's pretty close, man. 1 inch.
This one here fits. This
Oh, does it? Oh, okay. Now, oh, well, that ain't gonna work.
There ain't enough room, is there? And take your wrenches over there on the grinder and grind them.
Grind them thinner.
I've done that to a few of mine.
I've seen. I've had to and seen modified tools like crazy. So install your arms off the what is it? A 14? 13.
Well, those
are
nuts,
nice.
you don't have to.
Yeah. Now we need to set this up. Waller does that.
That's close enough. It ain't gonna hurt it.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is pretty simple. If you're building like a homemade buggy, this would be the best steering rack to use.
Right.
It's so simple.
The other one.
Oh, you can have it. You can grind those same notches.
Well, I put it on the mill at work.
Yeah.
Cut them in it.
So the whole time I've been running this air wrench, I didn't know my tank was on 80 psi, and I thought that thing was garbage. And all these reviews on that impact gun, I like it because it's stubby, so it fit in short places. But everybody said it was like this great impact gun, and it sucked. Then I turned it up to 110. She's good now. My fault.
So the bolts you've got holding the lights on, that also hold this front piece on too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so the kit comes with these new pieces. You got one, Brandon? Throw it over here if you got one of those triangles.
I don't. They're laying right there on the floor.
So the kit, you know, this wasn't all one big kit. I had to buy a bunch of multiple pieces. But we have new beefier top A-arms. The bottom A-arms will probably be okay. I do want to upgrade the bottom A-arms later. They do make a set of upgraded bottoms, but they send you these really thick, what is that, Brandon? Probably a quarter?
3/8.
3/8, yeah, I was about to say it's thicker than a quarter, but 3/8 pieces of steel that you weld right in there for your new heavy duty ball joints, because these old ball joints was garbage. They're easy to bust. So now we got to clean this all up, and we'll weld these triangles in there. That'll be a lot stronger. Man, I mean, it's just going to beef up this whole entire front end. Alright then. Throw some splatter on there. We turn that welder on and gas for me, sir. Oh my goodness. What a small head. You want the wire straight up? No, it's fine. Clamp it down in
Well,
there.
it's not centered.
What's the other side?
I don't know. You put it in there.
I just made it fit. Centered.
Okay.
I just left it tight like that so it's pushing. Oh yeah, it's pushing down. I see it. So like this is just all bolted together, and it's what, an 1/8 inch thick? No,
yeah, 1/8 inch.
Yeah, the 1/8 inch thick of steel. This whole bulkhead is. Sorry, I'm gonna turn myself off bad A mode. All right, we're normal. People cannot be scared anymore. And they send us those thick pieces of metal. I mean, I guess that would help out. I don't see how it's gonna make that huge of a difference because you're still surrounded by 1/8 inch thick of steel. But these shock mounts are cracked. These top shock mounts, that shows you another weak point. Because Tim at Go Power Sports said the whole front end can snap off these things. And it's completely understandable. It's bolted with 2 bolts to this. The same bolts bolting up these headlights are holding the whole top part of this bulkhead. And then it looks like it's only got 2
welds
2-inch welds. So we're going to take good old gussets. You know, we use the gussets around here. We're going to take these larger gussets. We're going to weld those gussets in right there. That's going to...
Then maybe have one here standing up this way.
Yeah, to strengthen this up.
Right, standing on top of that other tiny...
I think standing right here so it'll clear the bolt.
Right.
So we're going to put some gussets on here to strengthen it. I really wish we could get inside there and really weld this thing out. We need to take the whole front clip off. That'd be sweet to really stiffen it up. Because what is it? 2 bolts here. You got these bolts
There's
here.
4 of them, yeah.
So...
6 bolts altogether. These 4 and these 2.
Yeah, so I say we drop this and stiffen this up like it should be. We can weld those bulkheads on off the go-kart, so that's what we'll do right now. And let's go ahead and take the lower A-arms off too, because we're going to have to get longer bolts for that.
Oh. Get carried away sometimes.
Yeah, that thing was rusty, watered in there like a son of a gun. So it'd be nice to drill a hole right there and put a grease element.
Grease element, yeah, that'd be good.
All right. Keep that.
I'm not used to having air tools.
Here. Okay. Yeah, look at that. This has got that much of a weld right there. So, you know, a 1.25 inch weld right there.
This right here is what gets me.
Yeah, it's just so flimsy. This whole thing is like inch weld. It's crazy. So we'll unbolt this in a minute. And I'm going to put just gussets all inside there to bolt that up in this. So I'll go ahead and start grinding this. So now we gotta start preparing this front end for paint, or for the gussets, because that's gonna really change the stiffness of this whole entire thing. Okay guys, we got a ton done on the front of this 670 and we got a lot more to go. We was going to do the whole entire front end in one video, but I hate doing over a 20-minute long video. I just feel like a lot of my subscribers doesn't want to sit around for that long. So we're going to cut this up into a few parts. There's a ton to do. We got to do the axle next. We're putting larger 300cc shocks on the rear. We got to mount the brake master cylinder. Just a ton of stuff is coming to this go-kart. I know people are wanting to see the street go-kart. The engine's actually right there in the floor behind me. We have started it and ran it. The engine's insane how it sounds and how it performs. The street go-kart, the only thing we're waiting on is to get the brakes figured out. We put that hydraulic e-brake on there, and for some reason it does not want to build any pressure. I don't know if we got a bad e-brake or what. The only thing that's going to suck if we do got a bad e-brake is I ordered that thing so long ago, you know, there's no warranty left on it. So I'm going to have to order a new hydraulic e-brake. So what we're going to do is bypass the hydraulic e-brake for now, just so the pedal will work, you know, just have normal brakes. And we're going to do some front brakes on that go-kart later. So you'll be seeing the street go-kart very soon, right after Christmas. You'll get to see it on the channel ripping down the road, so stay tuned for that. We just want to get this 670 done while we're waiting for the body shop to call us on the 4-seater. The 4-seater is a rolling chassis now, so that means as soon as they call us, we can make it, you know, strip it completely down to bare frame and sandblast it and take it to them for paint. Guys, if you want to help support the channel, you can help support us on Patreon. Links are in the description below, and also you can help support us by buying a sticker. We have a sticker pack with all 4 stickers for $20, or you can buy each individual sticker for $6. You can message us on Facebook or Instagram to get that. And we do have a Christmas card still going on to the end of the month. So if you like one of those, it's $5. That's shipped out and everything. So you can message us on Facebook or Instagram as well about that Christmas card. But let me know what you think of this 670 Yerfdog. It's going to be a massive difference with that new front end. I think it's going to be ridiculous once we get all the stuff. There's some stuff we're not talking about right now that we're doing to it, but we're also going to lengthen the cockpit area about 10 inches to make it more comfortable, and we're going to build a full roll cage, like a legit welded roll cage on it, just in case we ever flip it like I did before. We ain't going to kill ourselves. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope you're liking the videos. I'm going to be posting more on this 670 next week. I hope you guys have a very Merry Christmas, and I'll see you on the next one. Redbeard's Garage is powered by GoPowersports.com. GoPowersports has a huge amount of awesome go-kart and mini bike parts, and when making your purchase, use the Redbeard discount code in the upper right hand corner of your shopping cart to grab yourself a sweet deal. Hit that subscribe button and make sure the notification bell is on so you'll never miss another episode. And go check us out on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and Pinterest to stay up to date with the channel. Guys, always come back to Redbeard's Garage. I'm out.